Just chilling. Hi everybody, it's Lynn Girardi doing a live today because I did not get a chance to uh, do a pre-recorded video, and I'm trying to stick to my intention for you, us all, to share a video experience here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, whether it's a recorded video, pre-recorded, or it's a live. So hope everybody's doing well. It's cooler here today in New York, thank God. And I'm trying to just chill and yet stick to my new goals. Self-care is a goal as a caregiver, and really should be. It's a suggestion for all who, for everybody in life. You know, if you're an overgiver in any way, you're helping other people. But no matter what, we need to take care of ourselves for this life, to be able to live it healthy in body, mind, spirit, and be able to share our God-given talents, gifts, and have some fun along the way. So right now there's nobody here live, but hopefully you'll catch this in the replay. And I'm going to share two ideas that are in mind today. Hopefully they help you. Two things is, one is something I'm still learning, and that's part of this whole YouTube channel I have. It's called Self-Love and Abundance. Those are goals that I'm learning. You know, I feel like I've got a bit of a start in both of those. I'm getting some good momentum in a positive direction on both of those, and I know those are more needed in my life and probably in many others. So I do feel like I'm on the right track with that, and I hope others who feel they need more self-love, self-care, and abundance join me on this exploration and evolving as a soul into that direction where we have more self-love and abundance, and share from a full cup to help others after we help ourselves first. And anyway, so the two things I want to talk about that might be helpful to other caregivers, overgivers, and anyone feeling challenged in this or overwhelmed in this current chapter of life of theirs. One is balancing self-care with being, it's like self-care and there's being having nothing going on for yourself or having too much going on for yourself. And self-care, I think, is some sort of a kind of a general balance in between. And I've been starting doing more self-care, as far as, in my opinion, what I call self-care are things that uplift your mood, your spirit, make you feel healthier. So in my case, I signed up for a few different programs. One is this Energized Health program, which got me to go outside every day to take a walk. And I'm able to do an hour a day so far, sort of my first thing in the daytime. And as a caregiver, or for anyone, but as a caregiver, it helped me so much to seriously get out of depression. I was feeling very depressed, just staying home on standby to help my dad. You know, even though we have an aide, but to be there at every beck and call, as the expression goes. And as I kept passing up on pleasant things to do for myself, or to feel relaxation things for myself, as I kept passing on those to be there ready to help at a moment's notice, I kept getting more and more depressed, and also heavier, because then out of depression I was overeating to soothe the emotional pain and feeling of hopelessness. So maybe some of you can relate. But since I joined this health program, and not that this is for you necessarily, it might be, but anything to get outside during the day, get in the air and in the sunlight safely, and get moving your body in a way that's pleasant for you to whatever small degree you can. That tremendously helped turn my mindset and around, and I actually lost about 8 pounds or so, or 9. I don't know. I'm shocked. At my age, it didn't seem like that was easy to do, but now, and this is helping me. If anybody happens to want to be to hear about that health program that I'm doing, actually, they just told us yesterday or something by email that we can be affiliates for it. So since I believe in it and it's turned my life around right now, I guess I'm going to be an affiliate for it. So I will put a link. I'll give anybody a link who's interested in trying they have like a $5, 5-day, $5 challenge, health challenge to get healthier and to lose weight. That's what I started with. But anyway, so that's one thing I got involved with. The other thing is I started getting involved with, over the past several months, I signed up for a YouTube channel, content creation program, a business mentorship that I'm working on, like sales pages, websites, events, and also a financial program. And I think there's something else I'm missing. Oh yeah, and working with this really wonderful therapist who I saw online on Instagram, Rachel McLeod. I'm not an affiliate for her, but she helps people who feel like they're in survival mode, especially if they're in middle age or they feel like they've been through traumas in life. So I'm working with her. So the whole point is I'm doing a lot now to help myself, and I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed. So there's that balance, and I have to remind myself what I believe is, of course, that with prayers and meditation, that still helps to get, I believe, the best answers of what to do for yourself, from God, from your soul, from the stillness, times of stillness, no matter what program says you should do and when. So you always have to go back to going within for prayers, meditation, in my opinion. Sorry for the noise. For making your best decisions in life. And hi to the 3 people who are watching. If anybody feels like it, feel free to say hello, and or where you're calling in from or watching from. But so that was that's the one of 2 themes for today is, 1, self-care, but being careful for getting overwhelmed by doing too much, and then you kind of get stressed by that, you know. So I'm trying to learn through that, and but it's so much better than doing nothing for yourself. I'll tell you that much. I feel so much healthier and in a better mood every day. I think people must notice on the street when I'm walking that now I almost have a smile on. Thanks to the 5 people watching. Thank you. I don't see anybody's comments, so I hope I'm not missing anybody. But welcome. Thank you for joining. So the second of the 2 themes today, besides, again, the first is self-care is so important. It's really, seriously, like for real, changing my life now that I'm doing it more than just like, oh, I'm taking a half an hour for myself today. Now that I'm doing it, like sticking to it and doing it every day, with this, for me, a walk, and making more fun appointments with my friends, going to a beach where they say it's good, like you ground with the earth, getting into nature. That's all helping me tremendously. So I hope some of this helps you. The second thing is the law of attraction philosophy and technique of focusing more on what you do want than on what you don't want. Focusing more on what you do want out of any situation, or what your positive intention would be, than on what you don't want. And that goes for anyone who's, it goes for anybody, everybody, but especially if you're going through a tough time in life. And as a caregiver, I can relate to that, because, or anybody, you go through your day. I see people walking on the streets. Maybe this is part of my vibration. I don't know, when I get agitated sometimes, or I see other people walking on the streets yelling into their cell phones or complaining about something. So I know it's a common human experience that people have challenges during your day, right? You wake up, you may think, okay, I had a decent night's sleep, I'm gonna have a good day today, and then you come across this one or that one with the phone call or the email, or you try to call the doctor's office and you don't get through, or whatever. Everybody deals with this stuff. But I had to do something like that today, where I had to call a New York State government phone call number, a health insurance thing, and the last few times I've been trying, I have not been getting through. And today I thought, now what do I want? Let me focus not on the problem and that past experience. I want to focus on, I get through to them, I set up my health insurance easily. Anyway, this is in progress still, and I kind of did it like just kind of a casual intention, but I did think for a minute, before I jumped into focusing on the quote-unquote problem or challenge, what do I want in this situation? So I did think about, well, I want this to go smoothly. I get the health insurance that works best with the doctors I need, my usual doctors, and great service, etc. And it's very easy to sign up, that kind of thing. This time I did it casually because I was still in the mindset of, is this going to work? Am I going to get through? I never get through. You don't want to do that. Hey, Starry Girl, thanks for saying hi. Thanks for joining in. Welcome. So I thought of what I did want with the health insurance, and I was happily surprised that I was able to get through fairly easily today. The first phone call I made through another company that would have connected me to them, that was busy. But then I had to thought, wait a minute, let me try calling that other number directly. And I think maybe that intention helped me to attract that idea, or be open to that idea to call this number directly. And I got through, and I got a very pleasant person, which is really what I do want, right? What would be on my do want goal list for that task of setting up a good health insurance. So I got a receptive person, helpful and good information, very helpful information, and I realized I've got an extra month to make my decision than I thought. So it worked out well. Oh, thanks for that little heart. That's so cute. Thank you, Starry Girl. So that's really the two things I want to talk about. It's the suggestion is get into self-care, but then be mindful of, are you overdoing it by getting too busy? And then, because that could get stressful too. So sometimes you have to pull back, kind of go within with prayers, meditation, silence in nature, whatever, to think, what is my gut telling me? What is my soul inspiration telling me to do? And then the other thing is, what do you want when any situation comes up, or for your day in general? What do you want? Not, oh, this didn't work the last time. Okay, it didn't work the last time. What do you want? Well, I would like it to be where it works out well. I have easy interaction, very convenient, pleasant interaction. I get the information I want. I get the results I want. Enjoy and ease, this or better, with God's help, or however you want to put it, in God's timing. Very cute, Starry Girl. Love the pictures. Thanks for joining. So that's pretty much the message for today. Just chill, have fun, still help and love yourself, and take care of yourself, and and others, but make sure to fill up your own cup first. And I will be having an event online live coming up in August, probably the 21st. That's called Turn Up the Fun for an hour and a half. And if you want any information on that, feel free to type info below. But I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, follow, etc. Have a great day. Bye-bye.